Welcome back. It's Zion from Uke on Demand, and this week we finally have our brand new background. We've come a long way since our first batch of videos, and over the last 2 years we bounced through a couple different locations, but finally we have a dedicated wall for filming. In this video, we're going to go over the song Rondeau from the play Abdelazer. You might be familiar with this tune from the 2005 version of Pride and Prejudice. We're going to go over the first part of the song in this video, but you can get the rest of the tutorial and all the tabs at ukeondemand.com. Let's get started. So the beginning will sound like this. And to play that part, we're going to start off with just open strings. This arrangement does need a low G ukulele. So we'll start with G, C, and E. And then index finger to first fret E, middle to second fret C. And we're going to strum, starting from the C string, we're going to strum down. And then come to a series of hammer-ons and pull-offs. And so that part, we're going to start from the second fret, index at the second fret, and pick that once and hammer to the third and fifth. And then we're simply going to go backwards from there. From the fifth fret, we're going to pull to the third, to the second, to open. So all together. And then for this next part, you can either hammer to that section as well, or you'll probably have enough time to pick them together. And that's just the fourth fret of the E with the fourth fret of the C. Moving on, we're going to move into an A minor. This won't look like your typical A minor down here. Instead, it's going to be up at the 7th fret, and you might be more familiar with this shape as an E minor down here, but once we bring it up starting at the 7th fret and we don't play the G string, it's now become an A minor. Starting from that C, we're going to strum down, and then we're simply going to pick the notes within the chord itself. So we're just leaving the chord where it is. We're going to pick C, E, A, E, C. And then come into a D minor. Now a full D minor would look like this, but given the speed of this section, in the video I believe I just bypassed this string altogether and starting at the C string strummed down. So then it's just barring the 5th and pinky on the 8th fret of the A. Into a G5, and I'll give you back up a little bit so you can hear it in context. And that's the section we're doing right now. So we did the A minors, we did D minor, and now we're going into the next bar, so G5. So index 2nd fret C, middle finger 3rd fret of the E, and pinky on the 5th fret of the A. I'm going to strum down. And then the same drill as before, C, E, A, E, C. Pinky slides up to the 7th fret. I'm just starting from the C or the G. You can throw that in as well. We're going to strum the entire chord. And then down to an F chord. This is going to be your standard F chord, but it's also going to have the ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A. So strum that once. Now this part is a little different. Instead of just keeping the chord where it is and picking around it, we're going to have another little hammer-on and pull-off. So we're going to start with the E string and leaving the chord where it is. So it's the 1st fret of E. We're going to pick that, open, and then you can hammer to the 3rd fret or just simply pick it, and then pull off to open A, 1st fret E. We're going to come up here, we're going to we're going to bar the 5th fret, but not the G string, and also have ring finger on the 7th fret of the E. Starting from the C string, we're going to strum down. And then we come down here, where you're going to play an E. To make it a little easier on yourself, you can just ignore the G string, not strum it. So then it's just the middle and ring finger at the 4th fret of C and E, and then index on the 2nd fret of A. And as long as you don't hit the G string, you're fine. And same drill as before. Into an A minor with the 3rd fret of the A. And then pausing there, let's go back up a little bit so you can hear it in context. And then the next part of the song goes like this. And that part and the rest of the song we're going to go over in our part 2 video at ukeondemand.com.